had a vision for almost 2 decades now that the things that we study might someday be used to cure genetic diseases and to treat cancers. My primary interest will always be in understanding the form and the motion and the mechanism of molecules at atomic resolution. What really drives me is understanding molecules well enough to be able to put them to use, to put them to work for biotech and biomedical applications. My laboratory and I are really interested in the finest and smallest details of how molecules and biological molecules work. But what drives us when we do those studies is to think up applications and purposes for these molecules, particularly for treatments and therapies for cancer and for other diseases. Many years ago, before I started thinking in terms of the impact that my own research could have in medicine and treatments, we published a series of very basic papers on just the architecture and the structure of an enzyme, a protein found in yeast, of all things. Probably about 5-6 years after these papers came out, I received an email from a company telling me that they had picked up on our research and picked up on the constructs that we had created and had incorporated them into an ongoing clinical trial for glioblastoma, which is an inevitably fatal brain tumor. A patient came on when I clicked on the link who had a glioblastoma and was 3.5 years out in his treatment and doing pretty well. And I suddenly realized I was staring at a human being who had successfully been treated using components of our own research. There was a living, breathing, functioning human being who should be dead, who was walking around in part because of work that we had done years before. And I've come to realize that there really is almost no basic study that a person might engage in that doesn't somehow have a potential use and a potential utility. Again, I think about our research through the filter of what the mission of the center is all the time. And the people that I've lost, I think about them all the time, and I would hope that the day will come when there will be many fewer people who have to deal with losses like that.